Did Marshmallow just pull off the creepiest twist of the year and somehow made it kind of cozy? This movie starts out as your typical summer camp coming-of-age film, then veers off into medical horror, sci-fi metaphysics, and what I'm just gonna call existential parenting. Let's break down the ending, the twist, and what Marshmallow might really be about, because trust me, it's deeper than it looks. So Marshmallow begins like something out of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the trauma cut. We meet Morgan, bullied, neurotic, and suffering from recurring dreams of drowning. His only anchor is Grandpa Roy, who unfortunately checks out just before Morgan gets shipped off to Camp Ulmer, aka the trauma center in the woods. It all feels like Moonrise Kingdom until the bodies start stacking and the doctor with a taser shows up. But this isn't just a slasher horror, this is a layered sci-fi metaphor with themes of memory, identity, and the horror of growing up when you're already dead. Let's just jump into the big reveal. After a parade of tasers, kidnappings, and suspiciously chipper adults, Morgan and Pilar discover the truth. None of the kids are technically alive, or dead, or even born. Franklin, one of the only camp staff with a conscience, explains the twist. These kids are resurrected simulations of real children who died tragically young. The camp is basically a secret, off-the-books, techno-organic reanimation program designed to give grieving parents a second chance. Every summer, the kids are brought back with fresh memory wipes and operated on to simulate physical growth. Think Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind meets Westworld by way of the Sixth Sense. But here's where it gets existential. Morgan starts remembering, not just his trauma, but his own death. By the end, when Franklin gives him and Pilar the option to either stay trapped in the cycle or break free, the movie goes quiet. It doesn't show us what they choose, which is kind of the point. Marshmallow is ultimately about grief, not just for the dead, but for the future we imagine for them. Camp Ulmer isn't a place where kids go to grow up. It's a factory of making ghosts forget their ghosts. The staff, most are emotionally dead themselves, numbed into routine, except Franklin, who finally sees the horror of what they're doing, turning children into half-living lab rats, all to soothe broken adults. In the last phone call to Collins, it's our setup for a sequel where the glitches like CJ aren't just acting out, they're evolving. Think Blade Runner's replicants, but glitchier, angrier, and way more stabby. And then there's the final shot. The camper girl, covered in blood, launching at Collins with a knife. It's not a jump scare, it's a statement. The cycle is broken. The marshmallows, soft on the outside but impossible to burn away, are waking up. This isn't just a horror film. It's a metaphor for trauma, memory, and the lengths people will go to avoid grief. But the more you try to freeze pain in place, the more it mutates. But what do you think Morgan and Pilar chose at the end? Is Camp Ulmer a metaphor for the education system, grief processing, or maybe something darker? And do you think the sequels will go full dystopian horror, or lean more into the psychological sci-fi? Drop your theories in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. And if you like this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more twisted endings. I saw this review was getting a lot of views and likes, so going forth, if that happens with the review I do of some like weird strange movie, I'd like to keep doing these ending explains and kind of delve into it and interact with the comments on it. I think it's kind of fun to do, to kind of like speculate on all this stuff. So make sure to like any other reviews that you're interested in seeing this sort of video on. And until next time, don't drink the cocoa.